Good morning, everyone. Coming to you from the shadiest spot I could find. Summer is fading away. You can hear my neighbors, and I apologize. Summer's fading away. And it's very sunny on my porch, so that's why I'm here out in the driveway. You can see the reflection of the tailgate of my truck. By the way, I'm drinking from my Gettysburg cup. It's fading. I gotta get a new one. Coffee. Black, of course. So, I was inspired to do this video today. Sven Borg and some Fireside. In response to a video I did called This Might Piss Some of You Off. And I have to say, I am incredibly impressed with the response. You can hear the locust in the background. And I want you to check this guy out. The Renaissance Piper, Jeffrey. You are a truly good man, and I appreciate the email you sent me. I did a video with the cicada shells or the locust shells and stuff. And then I did that one. This video might piss you off. And I want to read, and Jeffrey, please forgive me, but I want to read this email so the rest of you get it. Jeffrey gets it. Wait till the motorcycle goes by. This is Howdy John. I tried posting his response to your YouTube video, but it just wouldn't stay on. Probably because it was too long. Anyway, I just wanted to share with you, brother, even though my views are not the same as yours, I had hoped for others to see how you inspired me to resubscribe to your channel and voice my concerns while respecting yours. Thank you. That is how dialogue is to be. Reaching across the aisle to understand one another is sorely, and he capitalizes the whole word, sorely absent these days, and it shouldn't be that way. Anyway, the following was what I twice tried to post, but for whatever reason. And Jeffrey, I did see that you tried to post it. Let me fix the camera here. It's a little bent. And my friend, I'm forever grateful that you sent me an email because I just enjoyed this. First thing he did was he educated me on the cicadas and the locusts. And they live 13 years. The majority of their life is underground. I'm going breezing through that part. Now, he's an educated redneck from the South, from South Georgia. Hey, I know lots of educated rednecks. From the North and from the South, brother. So, from this part, I'm going to read. This is how we should be. This is how we should be, brothers. Listen to him. He's so wise in what he had to say. Regarding your political comments, I have actually been a subscriber and then unsubscribed because of what I considered as your hard-right views. However, I thought long and hard on this and realized that this is the problem. We citizens and patriots being unwilling to listen to one another and compromise, capitalized all words. You, sir, inspired me to do this when you told one of your subscribers in another post recently that even though you disagree with him regarding his harsh comments, that you were still subscribed to his channel, but that you would respond to his comments, and I respect that. So I happily resubscribe to your channel because well beyond our common love of the pipe, there's a lot about you and your patriotism that I love and respect. Let me say this. I wouldn't say I'm hard right. I'm very conservative in my thinking, but I'm very independent. I don't like either party. They're both disappointing to me. I'm disgusted with both of them. I actually just read something in the paper. Yeah, I actually get a newspaper still. And I'll be sharing that in a video later this week. But listen to what Jeffrey says. He gets it, man. Gets it. Wisdom. Wisdom. Have faith in people again because of this guy. And of course, Pipes, I love and respect. Your patriotism that I love and respect. And of course, Pipes and Backy are common love of all of us in the YTPC. Well, I'm descended from a general of the Confederacy, Joseph Fite and Joe Wheeler, and I'm also descended from a signer of the Declaration of Independence, Arthur Middleton, as well as being a descendant of one of the Minutemen that fought at Lexington Green, the first battle of the Revolution. Thank you and your family for all that you've done for this country. My maternal and paternal sides of my family have been here in this republic since before its founding, and I'm extremely proud of that. I will say that I'm glad that the North won and our Union was preserved. That was the purpose of the war, slavery as well, but to preserve the Union. Jeffrey gets it. Here's the kicker, folks. We may disagree on some political things, but we agree on a lot of stuff. We agree on a lot more than we do disagree. I'm saying these things, but not to brag, but to share that even though my views are somewhat different from yours, my country is in my blood. Amen. And I believe you. And he says, I'm a Christian, an independent, a gun owner, and an avid hunter, and a Freemason, and eminent, as much a patriot and citizen as any conservative or evangelical. And I'm not tagging you with any of these names, just stating my general thought here. Most so-called socialist snowflakes deserve neither of those names. Amen again, brother. We just have a different view of how our country should protect and serve its citizens. And yes, we citizens must also serve our country, community, and our... Excuse me, the phone call interrupted me. Like you, I've worked hard our planet. My first job was at 12 years old. Let me get this pipe relit. My first job was at 12 years old, was back-breaking work, cropping tobacco on my uncle's farm. Like you, I've worked hard all my life and expect others to strive and sow and to do so and give back to our country. I'm a scientist and land manager working hard every day to give back, serve my community and country, to better understand our planet and protect its natural resources so that those same natural resources also, check this out, also protects us from extreme weather events and disasters. It's all about conservation. I'm all about conservation. I'm one of those fishermen and hunters that believes in hunting and fishing the right way and conserving our planet. I agree. It protects the U.S., protects us, from extreme weather events and disasters. We can't destroy our land. We need to be good stewards of it. All striving to preserve our republic and our right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. And it is the pursuit of happiness. So you're not given it, you pursue it. The path to life, liberty, and pursuit of happiness is different for different citizens. However, I hope soon that all of us citizens can learn to seek common ground, learn about one another. We all of us must educate ourselves about what capitalism, what socialism, what communism, what is fascism, and understand why our Constitution is written the way it is to serve the common good for all citizens and protect and preserve our freedoms and liberties. I am not a socialist, even though many would name me as one, simply because they are ignorant about that term truly means. Facts matter, knowledge and truth matters, respect matters. These are things that should serve as our political compass. Amen, amen, amen. What I do believe, as the trash truck goes by, I'll take a break and take a few puffs. Let him get by us. as you see them go by. Here's where I agree with you most, Jeffrey. I do believe it is that the mega wealthy, even though they are the ones that keep us employed in this country, absolutely are the biggest welfare class ever to exist. They have for 60 years received vastly disappropriate shares of our country's wealth, and have also received, and I kind of disagree with that, but that's another time for discussion for you and I, and have also received vastly disproportionate amounts of tax breaks that are sucking us all dry. Yes, they are. Capitalism must have strong regulation of huge corporations. Oh yes. Greed is now rampant among the wealthy, and they no longer put country first. They no longer are first a patriot and citizen. They first are sycophants to the almighty dollar. And he goes on from there. It's long. Listen, this guy gets it. Him and I disagree on some things, but we come together on so many things. And I thank God for people like the Renaissance Piper, Jeffrey. There has to be a checks and balances. That's the important thing. Jeffrey, I'm always willing to listen to what you have to say. I appreciate you. You have no idea how much it means to me. What this email means to me. My faith in humanity. That there are people who disagree with me politically, but we can come together and say it's okay to disagree. I can't understand where you're coming from, is what he's saying, unless I listen to your viewpoints. But when I shout you down, I can't listen, I can't hear. And I can't respect you if I don't understand your view. This man gets it. This is what we all need to do. John Kennedy said it best. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. This goes for the United States, the United Kingdom, for countries in Europe, for Spain, Portugal, China. What can you do? What he's saying there is for your fellow citizen. In other words, love your neighbor as yourself. The second greatest commandment the Bible gives. What can I do for my neighbor? We've lost that. Instead, we hate someone so much that we shout down those that we disagree with. We shout louder than them. We don't want to hear them. We close our ears up. We used to reach across the aisle in Parliament, in the United States Congress, and we would listen to one another, and we would sit down and we would have discussions, and we would come to agreements. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you so much. This email has restored my faith that there are others out there that even though we disagree, we can still serve one another, support one another, and respect one another. I hope we all learn a valuable lesson out of this. God bless you all. God bless America. God bless this world. And let's all learn from what Jeffrey wrote, the Renaissance Piper. Check his channel out. I'm a subscriber. You should be too. Have a blessed day. Light 'em up.